got some.
Doing it wrong.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. Right.
3.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're Japanese, then 3 is like, I can't even get my fingers. Look at my fingers shaking. I can't even do that shit.
You're so nervous. You're so nervous you're going to get called out by somebody. Your fingers are
There you
oh.
There you go. Perfect. No problem at all.
He's going to come back
That's
from
3.
Japan with a Parkinson's prescription.
He's doing this, and this means 3. This means fuck you in Japanese, and he doesn't even know it. He's like, oh, shit.
Baka baka ching ching. Yep.
Wait, I think that's what Duke's dad said in the video.
Yeah, I still got to figure out what that is. He's like, did you find out? And I said, sure, Dad. And it meant I'm not going to say it to anybody because I don't want to get slapped. Oh, you won't get slapped. I'm like, maybe 45 years ago I wouldn't have gotten slapped.
I'm going to save it for the red light district.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably appropriate down there.
Yeah, I was watching a video, and this guy was like, hey, so this is where you want to stay. And he's rating everything on accessibility, atmosphere, and something else. I forget what's there. But he kept saying red light district. I'm like, that means something different, right? No. It turns out as long as there's not actual intercourse, them hoes can do what they want.
No. So okay. So this is how it was explained to me.
What about
was that you go to the red light district and you go to these clubs. Yeah, sex. The birds and the bees, guys. Here we go. We're doing Japanese birds and the bees right now. Is that there's an area in town where there's like a bunch of clubs. You go to the clubs, you pay like a cover fee, and then there's a bunch of girls in the club. And you go and kind of pick the girl that you want to hang out with for a while. And then you either walk back to their hotel room or you walk back to your hotel room. And while you're talking, you have conversation. Thus, you get to know each other, and it's no longer prostitution. Because now you're friends, and you're going to go, have a good time.
Do what friends do.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And it just so happens there's money on the nightstand at the end of the evening, right? Like, and it would be stupid of her to just leave money on the nightstand. If you're dumb enough to leave money on the nightstand, like...
Right.
Like how much money is left on the nightstand for these type of events?
Oh, I'm guessing the nightstand's empty, your wallet's empty, your credit card probably has several charges from, the different restaurants and bars that you had to take her to, to become friends, right? Like you can't just, So, prostitution is illegal. Having sex with your friend, not illegal. That was how it was explained to me.
Blowjobs also not illegal.
Yes, blowjobs also not illegal.
Hand jobs not illegal.
And it'd make me feel bigger since they're just little Asian women. I'm like, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Shit, bitch. Just the tip.
Imagine an Asian midget. Oh my god, my head would explode.
Both of them.
Exactly. Oh, so I'm thinking about it. Whew.
We'll have to talk later, Lou, but I think we have a date for when the midget strippers are coming back to Portland. So
oh yeah.
You might need to come up for that. Might need to take a long weekend. I think it's like the end of July or something. So
Comic-Con weekend. What the hell?
Let me find out. It might be August. If it's August, you might be clear.
I also have long
Let me confirm the dates.
As long as it's not the end of this guy. As long as it's not the end of August, that's when Colorado Springs Comic-Con is.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk.
But either way, that's something to look out for. Yeah. For sure.
Worst case scenario, there'll be some interesting pictures in the text thread.
For real. And we have I'm still waiting for my answer. Like, do we have a going rate for services?
Right, like, if I'm Japan rich, like,
right, like, am I getting a blowjob for $20? Like, what is going on here?
30,000 yen.
Whoa, hold on, man.
No, $12 is way too much for what you're doing.
30,000 yen.
Unless you give up the butt, and then
that's like $200.
That's still not a bad price. I'm just saying.
No, compared to Vegas rates at $400 an hour. I mean, so I've heard.
Allegedly,
that's crazy. You're right. I mean, I charge a little bit less than that, but
so the interesting part that when this was being explained to me, the interesting part of it is that I guess other females are not
allowed,
welcome.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because when he was talking to me, he was like, "Yeah, so we could take our one friend, but his wife can't come because Correct. It just gets."
I did see that.
So I'm guessing Jack will have to fly solo that night.
Yep. and ended up crashing in our room because he didn't get to be let back in his own.
No shit. The second he leaves, she's going downstairs and changing the key card.
Yeah. She's gonna change rooms, not new hotels. Shit. But yeah, I read that or saw one of the videos, God, probably back in January about that. It was like, oh wait, girls aren't allowed. It's like it's supposed to be a guy's thing and their relaxation. It's all about them. And then there is the same thing for women as well. But
yeah, very similar.
They're just separate. So
somebody paying for a male Japanese hooker.
Probably not. Probably not. Some women like the pretty boys though. You watch these white women been out here watching anime for 5 years, and I was like, ooh, I want me one of these Japanese pretty boys, and then they'll do it. I mean,
well, and when you guys get to that point of the White Lotus with the greatest monologue ever, it's.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, so is he.
I'm curious,
and I will leave it at that.
Fair enough. But yeah, then I saw their like love hotels, where you can get rooms by the hour and shit. We're like, okay. And there are actual, brothels. It's not just go to the club. And then they have the oh my God, what's it called? It's kind of like the show off party where like you're the main event, but you don't do anything with the people. Like the girls going after like a bachelorette party. And they have the pretty boys show up and all that, but they don't do anything. It's just all you do is drink.
Yeah, if we need a pretty boy,
right
we got
here.
him
covered. Yeah,
I mean, look at the. I mean, you're gonna have to bring the headphones, Jack, because nobody's gonna talk to you unless you have Vader and Yoda on your head.
I agree.
Yeah, man. If I can get a couple of midgets named Vader and Yoda, they can be in my head too. Shit. Oh man. All right. So, what do you guys have? If you guys have anything planned, like I'm leaving Sunday night on the night bus, and World's Fair on Monday, and Bullet Train back. You guys have anything set?
Nothing's set. I mean,
just ideas.
Yeah, if you're going to be gone then, I mean, we'll probably do Hello Kitty Land then. But we're definitely going to the castle, like the Emperor's Castle and shit. So I know you're down with that. So
if you go to the castle, you can do that because you don't leave till Tuesday night, right? So we can do that Tuesday. That way, all of us can go to that one. And then Duke, are you going with them to Hello Kitty? You going with me down south? Even though you're coming up from down south already, you'll be there a week. Or you're gonna do your own thing on Monday?
Monday's when Ben and Jen leave, so I think that'll be.
Yeah, I think he was hanging out with them
when my friends leave. So I might end up I mean, if all the stuff, like if we can have a conversation and all of us say, okay, let's do the castle that day, right? Like if we haven't done the castle yet and they want to do the castle.
Lou won't be there Monday.
Oh yeah, because he's gone and then coming back.
I'm not back till like 10 o'clock Monday night.
Okay. Then and I think they leave in the afternoon or something like that. So my friends will figure. I mean, when we get into town on Wednesday, I think we're getting into town late Wednesday night.
Wednesday now, not Thursday.
Back to Tokyo.
Okay.
Again, I'm trying to build as much flexibility in the trip as possible. So I say Wednesday now, but if like we end up spending an extra day in Kobe, for example, then it won't be until Thursday, right? So the plan for us, I think, when we get into town Thursday, is to go to a baseball game on Thursday night, because that's when the majority of the people who might be interested in that will be there.
Is there a game Thursday night?
Yeah. So not the
Star Wars game, but just a game.
But also not the big team. It's one of the smaller teams. They're in the same league, but it's a smaller stadium. I don't think it's as big of a stadium. But the tickets were also super cheap. The other one was basically the Tokyo Dome one was basically sold out. So
I believe you. It's like going to watch the A's play, where there's plenty of seats everywhere, or the market.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about the secondary market and how that works. Like, if you guys were coming here, and was like, hey, we want to go see a soccer game, like, I would know, okay, we got to go here, here, here. I don't know anything at all about the secondary market, or even if it exists, right?
Like,
I don't know how that's going to work.
That's a good point.
They might like lock your account, you might not be able to transfer the tickets. Like, I don't know how any of that works. So,
but no, if you can get them
so the plan is, I think we're going to go to the. Yeah, so I think the plan is we're going to go to the other game. I think it might be a little bit further out, but not too bad. But they also are wrapping up a homestand on Thursday. So, and then the rest of the weekend is kind of just up in the air. Like, it's Friday's going to be.
Did somebody in your group rent a car, or are you all taking public transit?
public transit. None of us rented a car. It's, I guess from what I was told, like the smaller cities, it's really hard actually to drive a car around. Like some places, it's the big cities. I guess it's okay to drive cars around, but once you get out of the main cities, there's some places that it's a challenge. Like once you get off the freeways. So we're just going to take public transit. It's going to be easy. There's enough of it, and we're not going. At least me and my friend that I'm going to be traveling with aren't going to go anywhere that isn't off of a main train line. It'll be a 15-minute bus ride
It's
to the
either
train
train or
station.
bus, right? Train or
Yeah,
bus, train or bus.
and I guess Uber and Lyft do, like, the versions, the Japanese versions of that exist.
It's a taxi.
So yeah, but
I mean, a Japanese Uber is a taxi, so.
Mhm.
But taxis are expensive.
But I mean, again, if we're in an area where we just need to take one and we want to just get there as quick as possible, still relative, it's not that expensive.
Japan
right?
rich,
Like,
bitch.
yeah. Well, and
I
the thing is,
relative. I guess that's true. I keep looking at the stuff for us flying into Narita and then going to Tokyo, and that's like $150 cab ride. And I was like, wait, we're taking the train for $6. Just screw that.
Well, and again, I mean, like here, for example, Portland charges. There's an airport fee. So if you get picked up at the airport by a taxi or an Uber or whatever, there's a fee. But if we're in between, not near an airport, and we're just catching it from like the train station to 10 miles down the road that we just don't feel like walking or waiting for the bus, I think it's a lot cheaper. So,
well, sort of like that. Like, if you haven't already done it, get the Go Taxi app. That's one of the ones that the videos I've been watching. They're talking about if you're gonna for the best rates and all that in Japan, the Go Taxi app, because then they'll show you also, because there's late night extra charge for taking a taxi, and then like you said, airport extra charge for taking a taxi. But with your friend, the one that sent that email, who's there, I imagine he knows the public transit system very well. You guys are just gonna train, bus, train, bus, train, bus.
Yeah. When we spent like a week and a half ago, we spent like 2 hours, in chat, just like, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here. Oh, let's do this because this makes more sense to just take a bus back and forth than to stay way up here and then come back. Like there's a couple of days where it's like, okay, it makes more sense for us to stay in Osaka and just take the bus up to where the platform is that we want, the viewing platform is that we want to go, instead of staying up there. Like it would be cool to stay up in that area just because it would be super off the grid. Like it wouldn't be a big city, but it's also kind of like, but we're also going to be there for 2 to 3 days. Like we want to be somewhere close that it's at the end of the night and we're like, okay, we want to get back home. We don't want to be on the bus for 3 hours, right? Like, so those types of things we all figured out. Super excited to go to the Town of the Ninjas. I don't know. That seems like something super cool that probably doesn't get a lot of traffic, right? It's one of those kind of, unless you know somebody who lives there, probably not something that's going to come up in your normal conversation,
Yeah, there was one like 3 hours west of Tokyo. I was like, frick, if it wasn't so far, like again, that's just killing the day. It was like, I kind of want to, but the timing would be like in between hotel swaps, and like, okay, I'll just skip it next time.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, just because, this whole thing for us, to me, is kind of a trial run, right? Do we like Japan? Do we want to go back? Like, you already said you're going back at some point. Like, do we tag along with you and then, do the stuff that we didn't get to do the first time around, right? Maybe you guys don't get to do everything at Disneyland that you want to do because it's fucking bonkers, right? That type of stuff that then we could go back and kind of like catch all that stuff that we didn't originally have.
I was talking with my oldest, and Sinners came up because she really wants to see that, and all the reviews have been really good on it. I'm like, well, we can go watch it in Japan. And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, it's in English with Japanese subtitles. You'll be fine. But then I'm like, do we want to spend 3 hours at a movie theater when we could be doing like cultural shit? Like it'd be kind of cool to see a movie, but
I would say, in a Japanese theater,
do some other cultural shit. Like another museum or another garden, or
especially if you get the theater though that has I think I was looking at it again yesterday watching a video. It's like theater A or B, and somewhere in Tokyo where they do the 4D motion and all that shit. So they have that. I don't know. Sinners is going to have that.
You're just sitting there,
although
blood
I was
squirting on you and
I was
shit.
mad at Sinners. Their last trailer gave away too much though. Sinners pissed me off that last trailer.
It's the Bug's Life where you get, or the Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
Man,
all right, the app is pissing me off. So I was trying to load up the Star Wars Celebration Japan app. Send a code. Okay, you sent a code. Where the fuck is the code?
Oh yeah, I didn't even try that.
Email
register. I didn't even try that part yet.
Oh, I did. It was easy. I thought you needed the badge to do it. It's like no, all you needed was your name and email address. I'm like, oh well, so mine's good to go. That was pretty easy. What do you guys got for packing that you think you might
bring
need?
That up too. Like, how much clothes are we bringing? Are we doing laundry there?
I'm doing laundry there.
I'm doing.
You too?
Yeah.
The hotel we're staying at, Jack, it's like 50 yen for a box of soap for one load, or something like that, and it's like 100 yen to wash, 100 yen to dry or something. It's super cheap. It's like $2.
I was gonna.
I looked at the hotel stuff yesterday. I went through all their frequently asked questions, all fucking 80 something questions, and it was like, oh, this is pretty easy. Like, they don't have a bunch of shit, so that makes that easy, and they got a bunch of shit, so that makes that easy. I'm like, all right, but yeah, they have laundry facilities on site, so I figured
like half a week. I mean, because we're going to buy shirts at Celebration. That's we're obviously bringing our 3 Roosevelts. Probably a couple other shirts. Enough drawers to last you through what you think laundry day is, and maybe an
extra one more.
I always plus one.
Just in case laundry day gets delayed.
Hey, you know what? Accidents happen. We're gonna be eating weird food that our body. You'll be like, oh boy, this is gonna be a nasty fart, and then all of a sudden you're like. No, maybe my butthole doesn't like octopus.
No, that'll be fine. The sucker will just stick there and just be dangling out.
Man, for real, I'll hold that in. Its real name is Takiyaki. I'll probably keep a pair of drawers in my bag just in case at all times.
Yeah,
keep that one in there.
You never know. Pair of drawers and socks in case you got to break the socks out to help.
Man, for real, you gotta wipe with a sock, man. You might have to wipe with a sock.
Why does your bag look lighter? Oh, I just threw my underwear and socks out in the trash can on the way out.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
It was better for everybody.
Don't have trash cans. You just
on the bright side,
your Walmart bag.
Oh, that's right. No trash cans. You're just holding it the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
You take 45 minutes, people walk in, you're like scrubbing your underwear in the bidet, you're just like, come on, all right, give me 5 minutes, I'll be fine.
That's the best part. You shit yourself, you got the bidet to clean up. Right, just push the fan higher fan.
I just need the volume to go up for the flushing sound.
I need so much pressure on my ass for all that water. I'm fucking coughing it up through my mouth. Clean this shit up.
Lou, I haven't seen you drink water all day, but I've gone to the bathroom 5 times, so I am fine. I am hydrated.
I'm good. Yep.
It's the best way to drink water, by the way, because it immediately gets into your system.
I'm absorbing it differently.
Like those college kids soaking the tampons in vodka and sticking them up their butt.
Yep. Exactly.
I will say that's a myth. I have tried it multiple. I mean, my friend has tried it multiple times.
That does not work. Just so y'all know.
Only if it's Kettle One.
Shit. Okay, so I'm bringing my little 3, the outlet for a plug. You know, you plug in 1, you get 3. I'm bringing that because I heard that on the plane sometimes the outlets don't always work. So if I'm in one that doesn't work, I can still share with the neighbor, and have that going. Obviously, I've got my brick. I've got USB C to A and A to C converters, 2 of each. Obviously my brick, my charging cords, all that shit. I'm using doggy bags for my walk around trash. Yeah, so that way I can just take a couple and throw them in my backpack each day. So I'll have that. Obviously I have my headphones, stuff like that, basic shit like that, but don't need a power converter because it's like 100 volts there, and our shit is 110, so I'm not worried about that. But the plugs, I am getting a different adapter just in case, because I didn't even check and see what kind of shit I had to plug in. You know how they have the little two slots in America? One of them is the fat end, and one of them is the thinner end. Yeah, it's only double thin ends in Japan. So I'm like, oh, well, let me make sure I get a converter in case I need something to plug in.
Check all your shit before, so if you even need it. Like, what are you bringing to plug in?
Yeah, that's.
And then.
Yeah,
that's probably what I'm doing.
I had a little tiny speaker, and that was my last micro USB device, and I finally replaced that. So now I am USB-C across the board. So I just have one plug with one cable, because I'm like, at night I'll charge I'll charge the phone. During the day I'll charge the whatever needs to be charged before I leave for the day, type of thing. I plan on bringing like one pair of khakis in case we do like a nice dinner or something. One pair of jeans, and I'm probably just going to wear shorts the majority of the time. The weather looks like it's going to be pretty
like 60s,
nice.
70s, upper 60s, 70s.
Yeah, low, like high 60s, low 70s during the day, high 50s, low 60s at night. Like
Tokyo, what do we got?
I'll probably bring like a light jacket.
Yeah, I'm bringing my Sabine hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna rain. I'm bringing an umbrella. It looks like it rains the day we leave, Tuesday, but my forecast only goes to the Wednesday we arrive, and with Wednesday we arrive, it's partly cloudy and high of 71, so it's fantastic. And Duke's not in Tokyo, so I don't know what Osaka's weather looks like.
I've just been looking at Tokyo, so I mean, just kind of using
that
as like kind of a baseline.
Different climates. So
yeah. But I was just kind of using it as kind of a baseline just to get an idea, you know.
And their air quality is 37. We're gonna get high off of their oxygen down there.
I know, huh? But yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I think, you know, I'm pretty excited to try out the new bag. I think it'll go well. They sent me like the rubber slide, you know, where it's the loop, and I don't like those at all, because I don't like it's weird. It's a tactile thing for me. So I went and I bought like some leather luggage straps that I replaced them with. I don't know. Two people who listen to this are going to understand, and nobody else is.
I'm all like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I wish I would have brought it in here. I won't go get it now, but yeah.
Your luggage, you want a different.
So I got the new luggage tags that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago.
Oh, the tags.
Yeah. Okay. So, but they came with like rubberized, like a rubberized ring that you like loop through the handle, and I don't feel
secure.
Yeah. And so I went and I bought some like leather buckle ones that I'm going to tape, you know, that I'm going to tape the end of the strap down, so then that way the strap on. And I'm also bringing a strap on just in case. Again, you got to be prepared for anything.
You never know. You're going out with your friend one night and you just don't know.
I've seen Hostel. I know what that's all about.
Stuff happens. Or you know what? That refractory period's a bit. You want to go again, but you got to have that strap on so you can pleasure her or him.
Yeah. And then when you're done, and then she goes, wait, where did it go? No!
You got to be careful which one you use first.
Like, it's bigger the second time, baby.
Yeah. And then the third time it goes back to normal.
Third time it goes to an innie. I'm too old for that. I can't get to the third time.
Cialis be damned.
Right? It's like, man, we are failing this gentleman. Yes, you are.
There's not a sandwich.
I think you should be paying me for just giving you a break.
Oh my God. But I can't think of too much other specifically for Japan, bring this.
Yeah,
there's not a whole lot of.
Worst comes to worst, we can probably buy it. It's not like we're going to the fucking boonies or something, right? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. I'll have a day bag because I don't want to carry my backpack around necessarily. My backpack's primarily just going to be for the flights there and back. And then to just have like some, jacket, that type of thing. But I'll have like a little day bag that'll be able to hold my underwear and socks that we already established earlier.
I'm confused. So wait, you're not going to have luggage?
No, I will. I have a carry-on bag that I'm going to check. I'm going to have a backpack, and then I'm going to have a small day bag that when we go out for the day, I'll use that instead of the backpack.
Wait, what? Why? What's wrong with the
Because the
backpack?
backpack's big. It's a bulky backpack, and I just don't want to carry it around with me all day.
See,
Like
I
it's.
thought you were using it like you're gonna take your backpack and use that as like your bag when you buy shit. It all goes in your back.
I might do that for a celebration. Day to day, I don't anticipate throughout the rest of the trip buying enough
Souvenirs or
stuff that
anything, snacks. Okay.
yeah, like
You just wait.
otherwise
You
I'll
might
just
get addicted to capsule machines, and you're just gonna fill that bitch up quick.
Dude, them vending machines. I was watching a video on just the vending machine park that they have way outside of Tokyo. Not going to, it's too far. But it's just fascinating all the vending machines they have.
Everything.
Like
they have
I'm probably, I wasn't kidding. I'm probably gonna get that Vader, what is it, side bag, whatever those are called.
yeah,
because it has that coin purse attached to it, and I was like, oh, with all the coins we're gonna get from the yen and everything, I think that'd be kind of valuable. So I'm probably gonna do that, and then my thingy will have like the passport, you know, the shit that'll be on me at all times, and then
Your
my
thingies?
backpack. I still plan on taking my backpack. I can't even see
Your
that.
thingies.
I see.
we could the
see,
people in the video will be able to see it.
Titties. Are those predator titties?
Over here. Over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then the backpack will be for my souvenirs. So,
sorry, that was my predator laugh.
Countdown. I was gonna say. There's the countdown. We got you. We got you.
What
Some of these young
kids
kids
you
won't
get
get
like
it.
a lanyard to keep your like passport and shit in?
Oh no, I'm using the bag. That bag for it. Yeah, that bag is gonna be. I thought it's funny you said that. I thought about that, like cruise style almost. But I was like, no, that little, because that bag is not gonna be for like my
your capsules,
souvenirs and stuff. Yeah, exactly. That bag is really just to hold my credit cards, ID, passport, and my trash bags. So those will all, because it's small.
Yeah,
it's not a huge bag. It just does what it needs to. And it's obvious it's Star Wars, so it's got Vader and Imperial insignia is all over the case. So the coin purse. I was like, that's kind of badass. It's like, it ain't $50 badass, but I want it. So, and then the backpack will be mostly empty. The backpack, like I'll throw the umbrella in there, my brick in there, and honestly, I don't expect to put much more in there. It'll be more used during celebration for obvious reasons, but after that, I don't. It's like when I go to Osaka that night after Sunday night, I'll put a change of clothes in there. You know, won't have. I mean, I don't need. There's not showers in the bus, but I'll have wipes and stuff like that, and then I'll take a shower when I get back to Monday night. But I'll have a change of clothes for that, or I'll just go ghetto style and change before I get on the bus. You know, and that way I just wear whatever I wore overnight. So we'll see.
Yeah, because you're going to get slippers. You're going to get potentially an outfit to wear even.
I swear, you ain't kidding, man.
Right? I mean, it's crazy how some of those buses, like how they do it.
You got a whole private room thing. The door slides and I was like, what the fuck?
An amenity kit that basically has like so much the amount of shit that you're never ever going to use.
Yep.
At least us, right? Like, because we're used to.
Dude, for real though, that's pretty crazy. And then so go ahead.
I saw one type of vending machine since you mentioned that. I was putzing through videos, and these guys, it was just in the middle of wherever they were at, whatever store, and it was like they had like a glass case that had like A, B, C, D, E, F, and then the vending machine just had a bunch of tickets that were like stapled, and you use the claw machine to grab grab a pile of the tickets and drop them into the slot, and then you had to like open up each one, and each one was like labeled with a letter, and that was like what you got. And I thought it was kind of a cool idea. So instead of everything, but then you had a bunch of options, so it wasn't like, if you got like J, it was like the lowest one and the one that was the most prevalent in the machine. But it had a thing where you could get like blind bag Pokemon cards, right? And again, 99% of them are common or bullshit. But if you grab a big giant handful and you can get 10 or 20 of them, who knows, right? But I thought it was kind of a different thing. So instead of just having all the shit in the vending machine, they could just have it off to the side and not have to keep, when they're refilling it, it's a lot easier to refill than taking all of that stuff and putting it in there.
Yeah. And speaking of all that, toiletries, it seems like everybody just applies that shit, right?
Yeah. Again, looking at the hotel
do we
website
need
again,
toothbrushes?
it was like, Dude, you don't. They provide that too.
So
I'm going to bring my own because I like my toothbrush, and I'm going to bring my Jergens cherry almond lotion because that's what I like. But the rest of it, dude, I'm not bringing it.
Well, the two things,
no cocoa butter in Japan. Come on.
The two things that were in the email my friend sent out were medications. Like if you do Sudafed or anything like that in Japan, I guess it's bullshit. And deodorant. Like deodorant is
I'm
is
bringing
like
that.
yeah. So he said those are kind of the two things that you'll want to bring for sure. Everything else you can kind of play it by ear. I'm going to have probably a bag in my carry-on that's just going to have like a toothbrush and stuff. So when I land in Hawaii and I get off the plane, I can go and just brush my teeth, splash water on my face, that type of thing. I'm going to have a water bottle. I'm going to take a water bottle. I don't know how the water is in Japan, but I'll have one to at least carry around and,
They did the whole. I'm glad you said that because what I was reading, I'm not sure I understood this correctly, but they said like the water is not necessarily water you want to drink. They have water fountains, they have water stations on the floors, but they don't want you necessarily like don't fill up a cup to drink the sink water. But I don't know if I understood what they were trying to say. But they do have water stations, so yeah, bring a bottle so you can fill at the water station.
I'm guessing it depends on the age of the
property,
hotel. Yeah, because I'm guessing it's much easier for them to put filters on a water fountain or a water machine than it is to repipe the entire place and put filtering in the middle of that.
Sort of, because they just have to find the main line where it's coming in for the potable
water.
But
if the pipes are bullshit, like if it's bad pipes,
the pipes.
So
that's a good.
So that would be the only reason I would think. But I mean, it's fine as long as they make it clear, like, hey, when you walk in, if you want to drink water, grab it on the way to your room.
Yeah, grab that. And the hotel is kind of cool too. A 9 to 11 at night, if you're hungry, they provide drinks and like rice snacks, like rice balls, stuff like that, for free for late night eating. It's like they don't want you to be hungry late at night at the hotel, so they take care of that for you.
Cool.
Breakfast starts at 5:30, so I will probably be there 5:30 every morning. And then just bolt. And they do have it's Japanese Western style, so they will have like scrambled eggs and bacon and stuff like that. It's not just the Japanese fare that they'll have, so that's kind of cool. Jack, you said when you got the room, you got the buffets included. Did you do for all of us? Okay, because I wasn't sure if Duke was counted because we weren't sure what he was doing.
Yeah, no, I think I did.
If not, it's like $11.
No, I'm like 99% sure I did.
Well, we'll find out on day one.
I was going to say we'll find out Friday morning.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's see what else. Wi-Fi is free. Oh, and they have the Wi-Fi wireless. They have the also the landline in the rooms, and they provide the cables as well in the rooms for that. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. Because I was okay, let me bring the Cat 5 cable. I'm like, oh wait, they provide that.
The only other thing I would suggest is if you plan on like watching stuff on like Disney Plus or whatever, because I'm guessing Andor and whatnot will probably come up. Depending on the region, you may want to have a VPN like on your phone or on your laptop, just so you can say, hey, I'm in America, and then you can get the...
Well, the hotel Wi-Fi doesn't let you stream.
Oh, no? Okay.
That's what it said. I don't know how true that really is, but yeah, the hotel. Now that's for the first hotel. So Andor comes out that Tuesday. We may have to wait till Wednesday. We're at the Disney hotel. I mean, you'll be back in the States by then, but we may have to wait until we're at the Disney hotel.
Yeah. I've also been downloading a ton of movies and TV shows on the phone for the flights. So
I was like I said last week, I was going to, but United has HBO Max available.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just having it as like a backup because even if they have HBO Max, sometimes you get on the plane and they're like, "Sorry, the Wi-Fi is not working."
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's like an older plane that maybe has the older screens that aren't updated type of thing. Like I've been on a variety of flights where even on like the reservation, it says like, entertainment and Wi-Fi and AC power, and you sit down, you're looking around, you're like, "Where's the power?" And you're like, "Oh, that's not on this particular plane."
You're flying the janky plane.
I can't imagine that being a problem on an international flight, but it could.
Yeah,
it could.
I mean,
never know.
Yeah. So,
let's be real.
I mean, we'll I'm sure we'll have a very interesting Because you guys are flying together, right? You're flying into Vegas,
Well,
and then
we're flying on the same plane anyway. I think our seats are all over the fucking map. I was looking at it the other day. It was like 2 weeks ago, I think, and I forgot to bring it up last week. I was looking at that shit. It was like, wait a minute. It's like I think the flight back, they don't even have the four of them together. It is weird. It is fucking weird, dude. And the thing is, that's illegal. They changed the law where families have to fly together now. So that'll be something to deal with pretty soon here.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear the story about Jack at the gate going, no, my family is going to sit together. And Lou is just recording him going, what a fucking Karen. Oh, God. I don't want to sit next to this guy on the flight.
Nah, you know me. I'm black and white with the rules. I'll be like, look, according to TSA and FAA, families must, as of blah, blah, blah date, you have to have families fly together. You can't separate them like they used to. So
and then they're going to say, well, sir, and you're going to be like, I got something to say to you.
Exactly. Like, seriously, that shit is as soon as I let go, man, it just starts shaking. I can't do it. I got like, motherfucker. That's what people using the force feels like, shaking the whole time.
That's Luke getting his X-Wing out of the swamp.
Yeah, but seriously, Jack, look into that. Have Stacy I'll edit that, but have Stacy look into that to see what the deal is, because it was weird that we're not like one of the legs. I think I might be behind you, in a different one. It's like you're next to me and she's next to oldest and little's by herself. It was so stupid. It was like, there's no way this is gonna fly.
That's because she picked that out. She's like, I'm gonna sit by myself and it'll be fine.
Like, fuck Jack and Liv.
I mean, it'll be fine for everybody except who's next to her.
And everybody else on the plane who's not ready for the Banshee for 6 hours.
That reminds me. Did you get your meds?
No, we got a non-narcotic one for her. So that one should be okay, but we'll see how it works.
Yeah, and with fucking Japan being so strict on their shit. That's wild.
We'll see.
In pencil. So on Monday, if Duke ends up with his friends, Jack, I guess it does make more sense for you to go to Hello Kitty then. That way you don't have to worry about losing that travel day on Tuesday, Wednesday when we're switching hotels. Because that was the thing I was worried about. I'm like, if you guys are going to do that on Wednesday. Now, even if you luggage forward from one hotel to the other, it still might be a pain in the ass. We'll see how that plays.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even if I do go into Celebration first thing on Sunday, I don't know if I'll stay the whole day.
You said you might not stay.
So I might bounce to just go hang out with them, and maybe we'll go do whatever. And then as a group on Monday we can do, or as a group on Tuesday we can go. Yeah, they might go and do that themselves because they're going to have Friday that they're not doing anything
on their own,
or they're not going to Celebration, so they might just do that on Friday on their own, and then we have Tuesday to do that before I head out. So, but I'll talk to them more about it when we meet up in holy shit, like 3 days. Dude, we've been talking about this shit for a year. You realize that? Like, how wild is that?
It's crazy that it's finally
I was. Yeah. Exactly, man. I was talking to a girl at the symphony today, and it was like, yeah, then Juke leaves in 2 days. I was like, it registered. I was like, oh my god, he's on a plane in 2 days.
Yeah, yeah. I was when I was
even us a week from 2 days. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, this guy. I'm working all the way through Tuesday, and then I come home. Any last minute shit, and then right to the airport.
Nah, I'm super happy to not think about work for 2 weeks, especially with everything that's been going on. It'll be so nice to. I mean, to be honest with you, like my phone's going to be in my pocket like 99% of the time if I'm not taking pictures and stuff. I don't actually, outside of maybe watching an episode or two of TV, I plan on just completely disconnecting for the next 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Outside of kind of coordinating plans and that type of thing, and using it for the various things.
Translations.
But as far as looking at the news or whatever, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, this is going to be like a big reset. Like for me at least, nutritional reset, kind of digital reset. Like, I thought
we're not going to McDonald's while we're in Tokyo.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, different menu.
It's fine. I'm sure they have healthy. Hey, just because I'm doing a nutritional reset doesn't mean I can't eat bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. They have a teriyaki Whopper there, and I want to try that shit at Burger King.
I want to get the Royale with cheese. Wait, That's
Shit. I did. I got you covered. Shit. I want the Wendy's takoyaki freaking burger, and I want the teriyaki burger from Burger King.
And we got to go to KFC. I mean, we got to hit all the big ones, right? At least take pictures in front of them.
Dude, what is with Japan and these flavored Kit Kats?
Dude, right?
Man? Everybody's talking about these damn
all
Kit
different
Kats.
Flavors.
Yes, it's like, okay, guys, look, it worked. I'm curious enough that I want to know what it's about. So, but every time I look up and somebody's doing a video of go to the whatever it's called, the Daibo or something, the 100 yen store basically, which is what 67 cents for us, 70 cents. It's like, man, I'm gonna walk out there with $1,000 worth of shit. What'd you get?
Everything.
All this in a suitcase. That's what I got. I got all this.
Is it Daiso?
Something like that, but
here.
it's DAI, Daibo, Daiso.
Yeah. We have those, we actually have those. They've been actually opening them up here. There's one one in Portland and one up in Vancouver, and it's weird.
It is.
It is.
We got one over.
I'm not converting my shit to yen when I go visit.
We got one over here by Kohl's. We've been in there a couple times. It's got some weird stuff in there.
I mean, it's cool, but it's weird. Like it's so much different than even like the Dollar Tree or whatever. Like you walk into a Dollar Tree and you're just expecting shit just hanging off the walls. There, everything is so clean and just fucking like everything's like hung. All the stuff's wiped down. Like it's very bizarre.
Yeah,
it makes me uncomfortable.
That spot, that 7-8 story Don Quixote in Tokyo, hitting that place up. And that's the place that has the teriyaki Whopper. There's a Burger King like on the 3rd floor or 2nd floor or something like that. So I'll be doing that. That reminds me, the hotel is weird too. It's like, I don't know if I'm reading their shit right. If 5F means 5th floor, if it doesn't mean that, I don't know what it means. But like the hotel lobby is in 5F, and then there's shopping on 1F, and then there's
who knows?
Everything's
a skyscraper there, so who knows?
This will be interesting. So
well, and oftentimes the hotel, the videos that I was watching, like it'll be above businesses. So it'll be like be like a 3-story hotel, but it'll be in an 8-story building, and it'll be 5, 6, and 7, and then the other floors are all different types of businesses and stuff. So
that's how this one is. Yeah, that's how this one is. Reading all the facts. I was like, no, we don't serve lunch or dinner, only breakfast. And it was like, okay. And it's like, but there's like a Lawson's, there's Lawson's, Family Mart, and 7-Eleven, I think, are the 3 big convenience stores. What they call it, Kanbais or Kanibis or Kanabai, whatever. And there is a Lawson on site there, and then a 7-Eleven around the corner. I'm like, all right.
And just because they don't serve dinner, because there's 5 million places to eat dinner within 3 blocks of where we're staying.
That is exactly correct. I did that too. I'm like, man, I don't expect to be here for dinner anyway. But what if? And then I hit you're on Google, just hit restaurants, and then poof, all the shit. I was like, okay, we're good. Let me get off of this.
Your map caught measles because there's 5 million locations.
Lord, it did. I was like, okay, food will not be a problem in Japan. Oh my God, it's crazy. As small as Japan is, they have more restaurants than the United States.
The thing that I noticed when I'm watching these videos too is I was like, oh, like you'll see like a storefront, what looks like a storefront, and it's actually like 4 stores that are all, but here it would be one storefront, but they're all like everything. It's almost kind of like cubicle, like they're almost like
a convention
store cubicles, right? They're like,
what's it called? Like consignment almost,
or row houses. Like when you're in San Francisco and it's like you got the 4 houses on one little tiny. That's what it feels like, because you're like, oh. You're looking at it, and he's walking, and he's like, I'm going to eat at this restaurant today. And he walks in, and it looks like he just picks a random door to open up. But there's like doors literally like 2 feet on either side of it that are different places. And I'm like, bizarre. So excited to experience that kind of stuff too. So
yeah, I'm looking at it's funny, a lot of stuff I'm trying to look at as well are the hidden gems, all the ones like where the locals go to, or the back alley shit. It's like, go to this izakaya and they only seat 12 people, but it's fantastic. I'm like, all right, I'd rather do that than some of the main street. Don't get me wrong, I am gonna do some of the main streets, so like with the big, what was it, Shibuya? Is that what it is? The Shibuya, where the big cat thing is, and the Godzilla hotel and all that. Oh, that and the big crosswalk. We're all doing that, right? Okay.
And Jack's gonna make sure he has a red umbrella so when he's crossing, he can jump on somebody and start attacking them. And then all of a sudden, we're in Resident Evil.
Only way I'm going to finish it is by watching it live.
I mean, we're going to the Hamasaki.
Wait, don't give him sake.
Wait,
don't give him sake before we do that.
Did you say, Lou? Did you say finish it or finish on it?
Yes.
I just see Lou over in the corner. Yeah, Jack, eat her up. Eat her up.
Get them red rings, bruh.
Shit. We talk about eating out. I'm pushing somebody out the way. That's my meal.
Lou is devouring her.
That's not how you do it, buddy. I see you found the clit. Now spit it out.
I feel so bad for the
Lou
AI.
gets the O virus because that's all he's
doing. I feel
doing.
so bad for the AI that has to summarize all this.
Job security. Shit. AI's taking all the jobs anyway. Whatever.
Yeah, super excited to see you guys a week from Thursday. That's going to be... Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
That's so wild, right?
Pictures and shit.
Oh, that reminds me. Are you guys going with the AT&T?
Yeah,
well, for you, I guess, Jack, AT&T, and for you, Duke, the international plan for your service as well?
I was talking to my friends who are already there, and he said there was an app that it was significantly cheaper.
Yeah, that's Airalo is one, and Saily is another.
I think Saily is the one that he's using.
Yeah,
so.
Basically, Eames, Jack, you might want to look into this if you haven't already did your international plan. One of the videos I was watching yesterday was talking about Airalo, and a previous video I already had in my notes talked about Saily, and it's like a 10 gig for 7 days. 10 gig data for 7. I was like, and we're gonna be on Wi-Fi at the hotel, likely at the convention center too. So I'm like,
not at the convention center.
I could pay. No. Not at the convention center. Okay. I haven't checked to see if they had it yet.
I saw something on the Facebook group. Somebody asked, and they're like, "Nope,"
and they said no. Okay, well, at the very least, then
you're way too trusting about the Facebook group. Sorry, go ahead, Lou.
Those dumbasses.
No, they posted a screenshot from celebration.com, so it's legit.
Oh, okay. That's different. But anyway, it was like you get 1 day for Airalo. Anyway, I haven't looked in Saily's prices yet, but Airalo is like you get 1 free day. And then you get 7 days for $6.50 or something like that. I'm like, well, fuck, for $15, it'll cover the whole 2-week trip. So you could add on. So I'm thinking about just doing the eSIM, and I'll set it all up before I leave. Because they're like, set it up before you leave, and then as soon as you land, turn it on, and then you're good to go. I'm like, okay. But it seems
you can
way cheaper than the $120 that you were going to do, or whatever it was you were going to do.
You can buy the block, and then it doesn't activate until you actually go and switch it.
Yes.
So.
Yep. So, but yeah, I'll look at Saily also in the next week and a half. But so far, Airalo is the one I'm going to lean towards.
Yeah, and we're using, like, my group is using Signal. So I mean, it's fine if we don't use Signal, because I'm going to be just talking to you guys. Like, I mean, we'll probably keep the same thread, the same text thread that we've always had. Signal? Signal is a messaging app. So if you want to talk to your friends or find out what future U.S. war plans are, that's what you use.
That works.
So, but that was, so then to make sure that it's, because, you know, cell phones are wonky. Like, you're like in a text message and you're fine, but then all of a sudden, like, it switches to like SMS or MMS or something, and now all of a sudden you're roaming, and you're like, no, I don't know. Fuck roaming. So they were like, I guess WhatsApp and Signal are like the two big. I guess there's a Japanese-based chat app that a ton of people native to Japan use, but it's not something that is used worldwide. But Signal and WhatsApp, I guess, are really popular in Japan for communication, because a lot of people just have data plans.
Not Discord?
I'm guessing. I mean, again, Discord, I think, is one of those. It's finally coming up, but it hasn't. I mean, we could start a Discord server too. That would be fine too.
I was gonna say, I've been on Discord with our Magic buddies for like 5 years.
I mean, we could start up
different topics you can throw in there too.
Yeah,
so
we can do a vaguely inconsistent Discord and then throw the three of us in there. Because I mean, you guys are going to be doing a ton of stuff together, so it's like, I'm going to be, So we'll just have to, the three of us, I think, will be good enough to stay in chat for that, right? For the most part.
I would think so. I mean, we're all going to be together, for the most part, Thursday through Sunday until you head out. And even Thursday is going to depend, because we land and then we have to get through customs, and then get to the hotel, and then get to the convention to get our badges.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, only I have to do that, unless Jack. No, because Jack doesn't need to. He can pick up his on Friday. The Saturday badges, he can pick them up on Friday. So it may be a situation where I'm fucking beelining it out of there. Am I on the hotel reservation for my room?
Yeah, no.
Or is it all under
state? Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at the receipt when you asked about the food, and yeah, it's on there as you.
Okay. Because I may have to beeline, get out there, and go straight to the convention. I think it all really depends on how long it takes to get through customs. Because some people are saying it's taking anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours. Just depends on when you land. And where.
And you guys, it's going to be tough because a ton of people are going to be coming in on Thursday for Friday.
But a lot of people are already getting there now too.
That is so weird too. A lot of people a lot of people aren't coming in late. Like they're getting there early, like you're doing, and they're doing all the touristy stuff ahead of time and leaving afterwards. They're gone. Yeah, they're gone by Monday.
Yeah, the price
Monday night.
That's why I decided to leave Tuesday, because Monday night I was like, well, I could leave Monday with Ben and Jen, or my friends, but then I was like, the cost was a $200-$300 cheaper to leave on Tuesday, and I'm like, well, I just might as well leave on Tuesday. It doesn't make any sense to.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's so. I think a lot of people are like Jack was saying, they're showing up early, leaving Monday. So again, you're still not wrong though. Showing up on Thursday afternoon, 3:00, still got to get through customs. Let's say if customs takes 2 hours, then I only have 3 hours to get 2 trains that are about an hour and a half. I don't know, dude. I may just go straight from the airport to the convention center.
What's the timing for the hotel for the badge pickup on Thursday? Do we know?
Closes at 8.
But when does it open?
A.M. Something stupid early.
I think you're right.
So
let me check.
Depending on how the day works, I might just go through and pick up my stuff, and then I'll already have an idea about how long it'll take, where you need to go, what you need to do. So I can document all that for both of you and then just share it. And then at least you guys know, okay, we need to get off at this stop. We need to walk 4 blocks over here. We need to, go in this door, which is always the biggest thing, is trying to figure out what the fucking door you got to go in to pick up your badges. So I don't mind.
Registration, Thursday, 8 to 8.
Okay. Yeah. I should have time on Thursday to go and do that.
And if you end up showing up on a Wednesday, like you said you might, it's 8 to 7.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's also Wednesday as well.
Tuesday,
awesome.
Tuesday through Sunday.
Cool. All right. Let's do.
So yeah, any of those work. But if as long as customs immigration isn't a bitch, then I'm going to be with the 4 of them, and we'll just get to the hotel, check in, and take our time to get over. As long as we get to the 8 o'clock, if we get to the hotel by 6:15, because it's basically check in, drop everything off, back out to the train. Because their trains run like every 15 minutes, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. But it's going to be a ASAP get out there. Worst case scenario, all that shit fails, and I'll just pick it up Friday morning. So I'm going to be out there early. I plan on going out there early. I wasn't kidding. I plan on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5:30 breakfast, and then jump on the train as soon as I'm done eating. So if the schedule works out, because Jack, what I expect might happen is oldest will be with us, and then the other 2 will show up afterwards. Right? Disney is not too far. We saw what happened last time in 22. Disney is not that far, and it's not that expensive. Where you could just buy your tickets daily.
I guess that hotel wouldn't, but yeah, exactly.
So unless they sold out, and I think you can still buy tickets right now. Like I don't think that anything's sold out. So for those, especially since people are expected to be at Celebration, so I don't expect it to sell out. So, but if they go on Friday, they might be like, okay, did it, I'm over it. Saturday and Sunday, I'll be at Disney.
No,
I would not
either,
be shocked to hear
honestly.
that.
I mean, mine isn't Disney, but mine just might be. I've done everything I want to do between going with you guys on Friday and doing all that stuff, and then going on Saturday with new people, which will be. I'm actually super excited to go with new people who've never been to Celebration before, like. Because I mean, again, it's like taking Lou to Disneyland, right? Like,
honestly, yeah, I was thinking the exact same comparison. I was like, probably how y'all felt when y'all took me 2 years ago.
Well, because they've never done anything. I mean, they've never been to Comic-Con. They've never done Rose City. They've never been to San Diego, Emerald City. They've never been to Celebration before. Like,
Oh, I'm glad you said that. The Rose City. What order do you guys want to go with these shirts?
Hey, we can figure that out on Thursday even. Like,
or we can figure it out right now since they brought it up.
Oh, which three shirts are we taking again? The beach shirt,
beach, saber, and the Rose City.
I'm fine with that order.
Beach, saber, Rose City.
Like, yeah.
Actually, I think so am I, because I wanted beach. No. I want Rose City on Saturday, because that one's more rare.
Yeah.
So we can show off a little more.
So Saturday's the bigger day, so more eyeballs will see us on Saturday. Okay. So let's do beach,
Rose,
and then Rose, and then saber.
And then sabers.
Yeah.
And that's the saber assembly
one,
the
black
right?
one that we just
black
got.
And white.
Yeah.
I wore my Deadpool Wolverine shirt yesterday. We were doing things for my friend's birthday. We went and actually did like the Shanghai tunnels and stuff. And I got at least a half a dozen people like, "Oh, that's a cool shirt, man." I was like, "Fuck yeah, it is." I still don't know how to take compliments. I'm just like, okay, thanks.
$70. You know it's
cool.
Like,
oh, you know what? I had that because I had 3 people appreciating my shirt today at the symphony. So I was all, like, oh, that shirt's badass. I'm like, thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's it. Thanks, I appreciate it. And they keep on walking. So unless you're cute.
I'm never expecting it. The problem is I'm never expecting it. So it just happens like.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's your default. Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. And then keep walking.
Nuts.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Wait, no.
Exactly. Appreciate that.
Cough. As an FYI, I just created a vaguely inconsistent Discord server. So
multitasking.
I sent you guys the link to join. So we can use that for while we're in Japan, and then that'll be. So just make sure you have Discord on your phone. So
yep, I already do. So
the nice thing is that the nice thing is that I think posting pictures and stuff on it too is, and it has a voice chat. So if we decide to jump into voice chat instead of trying to call each other or coming in here or whatever, we can just jump into voice chat real quick.
We use that for our fantasy football draft sometimes. If like everybody can't make it or whatever, it's like, all right, let's go to the voice chat when we're doing our auction draft part of it.
Yeah. If we're trying to like figure out stuff for the day or whatever, and or where people are at or whatever, it might be easier to just call and say, hey, I'm over here or doing this or whatever.
What else? Tuesday. I think Tuesday, the only thing I had on my list, and I can do it Wednesday also, so there isn't like a set on this one, but I want to do it before I leave, is the botanical gardens. There's like 5 that I want to hit around Tokyo. Like Tokyo's here, and then there's 5 surrounding it, so I'll hit one, then walk to the other one. So I'll let you guys know once I have that locked down, in case you guys want to go with, because that may coincide with the museum stuff that Jack you talked about. If they're all around the same area,
bouncing.
Just hit them all. Shit.
Yeah, because a ton of the gardens are attached. What I realized when I was going through the map is a ton of the garden type stuff or the parks are attached to the museum or the castle or like the temple of that town.
Yep.
Like so you can just go walk through the whatever garden park, and then you're at whatever the central
museum or whatever the building is or whatever castle or whatever. So yeah, I haven't done the deep dive enough to know like what's there. I just saw. This is when my niece gave me the list, and it was like, oh, cool. I was like, okay, let me just map these real quick. I'm like, oh my god, it's a circle around Tokyo. This is perfect.
5:30 breakfast, then we go walking.
Yeah, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, because everybody's saying with all the touristy stuff, go early. Everybody like first thing in the morning. People don't start getting busy till like 10:30, especially noon. So if you can knock some stuff out in the morning, to do it. Everybody's like, just knock it off as quickly as you can. So,
well, and I think
because I don't maximize the time there, so it's early.
I don't think there's. I'll be honest with you. The stuff that I've been looking into and the food that I've been looking into, there's not a ton of breakfast places. I think the hotel breakfast is kind of the default.
Yep. That's so funny.
So a ton of places don't even open up until like 11 a.m. Like food places. 10:30, 11 o'clock, because they spend the whole morning prepping for the day.
Yeah.
And then they open up for lunch. Then they shut down.
Is 7-Eleven.
yeah, or your hotel, right? And then they open up for lunch, so they'll be open from like 11 to 2, and then they'll close down again to switch over to dinner, and then they'll open up again at 5 o'clock and stay open till 9, right? Like that's
or later.
Yeah, depending on if it's a bar or whatever. But But yeah,
that is so true, dude. I forgot about that. You're right. When I was looking up stuff, same thing. I found the same thing. They're like, get your breakfast at what do they call it?
Konbanwa. Konbinwa.
Konbanwa. That's good evening. Konbanwa.
I don't know.
Konbanwa is good evening.
Konbini.
But
Yeah.
Konbini, that's what it is. The Konbini is, everybody kept saying go there for breakfast. I'm like, okay, that's weird. I don't remember what the rules and what the situation is at Disney Hotel. But the 5:30, the fact that they start breakfast at 5:30, I'm very happy about, very excited about, because I didn't want to leave to the convention later than necessary, because we don't know what this one, like if it was Anaheim, we know what to expect. We know what we're getting ourselves into in Anaheim. This one, we don't know shit. So I'm all like, 5:30, be done by 6, be on the train, be there by 7, 2 hours early in line.
Fucking Lou's been to Disneyland twice, and he's like, we know what to expect. I'm a veteran now. I'm a Disney adult, motherfuckers.
I'm talking about Celebration, Anaheim, fool. I still don't know shit at Disney. I got lost last time. Well, girl, when me and Jack split up towards the end of the night, I think we were doing whatever before we went back to Galaxy's Edge. We did one more thing, then we split up. I was about to go the wrong way, and old girl's like, "No, it's this way." I go, "You sure?" Jack said go right. He said go right to leave here. Then go left. We already did the right. Now we got to go left. I'm like, oh.
Are you talking about when I became the pack mule?
Yes.
No. We were all together for that.
No,
we weren't.
No,
you were gone.
Because we all went on Space Mountain.
Yeah.
And
I was like, I'm going to go sit down.
I think that's when you guys went to build your droid or something.
Yes, that's exactly when it was. It was to build the droid, and she'd been there twice. I've been there 3 times. She's like, "No, you're going the wrong way out." Basically, without saying the asshole, she was all like, implied. "This dumb motherfucker don't." It was very heavily implied, and it was like, "Are you?" Like, you know what? I definitely don't know where I'm going. So I'm just going to go with it. And sure as shit, that was correct. But yeah, no, I still don't. No, convention, Anaheim Convention. I'm pretty good about that place. I got that down. Disney, hell to the no. You know what's funny though? I think I have California Adventure down. Like, I know where I'm going in California Adventure.
But that's because California Adventure is just a big loop. So you can't get. I mean, you really Disneyland. Holy shit! Like, you can be up on the stairs in Galaxy's Edge and be like, we're in Galaxy's Edge, and I could be at the bottom of the stairs going, I'm also in Galaxy's Edge, and be like, I don't see you. Like, you could be 20 feet from each other depending on how busy it is and not have any idea where the other people are.
Work your way back over to fill in the blank. I'm like, I don't know how to get there. Shit.
Meet us in front of Olga's. Where the fuck is that?
Hold on. Google, where is Olga's? And it's like, turn around. Like, oh, there it is.
The guy I'm traveling with sent me a message this morning saying, one of my Chinese friends was saying when you get here, she can bring her roommates and we can have some girls to go to dinner with. But I told her your beard was bigger than mine, and she was like, we will gang up and cut both of your beards off. And then he did a smiley face, and I'm like, nah, somebody's getting a broke ass if that happens. I don't care how cute you are.
I was going to say, that might be some real tight with JJ worth the beard cut. I'm just saying.
I woke up in the morning. I don't know what happened. She said, smell this cloth, and then I don't remember anything after that.
Yeah, smell this cloth. It was something very different in China, apparently.
You'd be like, you sent us a bunch of pictures of this dark alley in this dungeon? I don't know. It's weird.
Are you doing an onsen still?
Yeah.
No, that was on 100%. Your list. So, okay.
So once I do that, then I'll.
Do you have any tattoos?
What's that?
You have any tattoos?
But my friend was saying that, like, you're supposed to, like, not put your head under the water, and he's like, I don't give a shit. Like, because there's a whole, like, there's like a whole, like, thing.
Set of rules, yeah.
Yeah, set of rules behind it. You're, like, not supposed to let the towel, like, touch the ground water and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
don't
he's like,
the towel in the water. Yeah, all that.
He's like, I just go in and I take advantage of my dumb white privilege, and nobody's ever said anything to me because they're just like, oh, stupid American, and he just said,
exactly.
Yep, stupid American.
I'm tourist. Is that on your list, Jack? Do you have anything on your list besides the museum and Hello Kitty? Yeah.
Oh, then we all need to go. We should do
your list.
We should do the podcast from the onsen.
I have no. First of all, I got tattoos. Granted, they're small, so they're what is it, 2-inch by 2-inch badges they put over them. You can have 2, and I'm like, perfect. I have 2 tattoos, so I could do it, but I actually don't have any interest in it onsen. I mean, I've never done a hot springs in Colorado either. Everybody freaking raves about it.
You don't want to be
about it for 12
in a
goddamn
hot
years.
tub with me and Duke butt ass naked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need a hot tub to be with y'all butt ass naked.
But it's just a different environment than usual.
Yeah. Right? Get that threesome action a day ahead from where we're from. We got some future action.
We're gonna get back from the onsen and Lou's gonna be texting, I'm in the bathtub, it's full of hot water, come on. My fingers are getting wrinkly. I can't unlock my phone anymore after this.
Yeah. All 3 of my fingers.
Wait, that works, right? VI? Like that VI? Like for our logo?
For 6? Oh, vaguely consistent. Okay. I was like, 6? Like, what does the Vikings have to do with this? Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I will definitely let you guys know what's going on and what the situation is as much as possible.
No, it's kind of how Duke is, dude.
Yeah, I'm just super curious.
See what happens when we get there. We're like, oh, this is where we're at. Let's go over here.
I mean,
well, the problem with that though is some of the stuff you want to do, you have to get tickets ahead of time. Like the museum, stuff like that, you can't just walk up and get. I was one of the videos I watched yesterday. They're doing the do's and don'ts, or the things you think you know or don't know in Japan, blah blah blah. And one of them was, don't expect to be able to just walk up to something and be able to get a ticket. Some of this shit's booked out in advance. And I'm like, what kind of shit can be booked out that far in advance? And then they brought an example, the Pokemon Lounge or something like that. That shit's booked like 3 months in advance. I was like, holy shit. Some Ghibli
I saw that
tour
one,
or whatever.
That's the movies.
That one's like a month in advance. And I was like,
God. But again, I to me, part of it too is like, again, I don't know what I don't know, right? So if I walk in and see the Pokemon Museum and it looks dope, but we can't get in, I'll just put it on the notes for next time, right? Like,
yeah.
And then next time have more. I'm trying to be as free flowing as possible because I don't want to be so rigid with everything that I miss stuff because we just happen to be walking around, right? Like if you go, well, I want to go to these gardens and we're, taking the half-mile walk or whatever to the gardens.
No, they're kilometers.
And we pass 2 or 3 other things.
They're kilometers there.
Kilometers there.
Kilometers, sorry.
Get your conversion app ready.
Ignorant white American.
Exactly. Get your freaking conversion map or app.
I'm gonna just be you know what? I'm gonna do the Duolingo at night so that I'm gonna sleep on the plane while it's just repeating Japanese phrases into my ears. But again, I mean, it's one of those things like I also know that I'm not going to be able to do everything that I potentially want to do in Japan, right? So like Jack was saying, there's a couple things that I definitely want to go to a baseball game, but in Celebration is, I think the onsen will be cool. If I was super rigid in the planning and my friend I'm traveling with was like, well, we can go down to this city. It's like 2 hours out of the way, but it's where like the term ninja and the ninja world became a thing. Sorry, like we're already like our itinerary is already selling us we need to do this and this and this,
Well, nobody does that in our group. I mean, we'll have plans.
No, but I'm just saying that's why I'm like,
but there's gotta be stuff you want to do.
Yeah. But I'm also not. I'm also trying to not let myself be disappointed if we don't get to do something, right? Because again, there's a big group of us, right? I'm traveling with 3 people. There's 5 of you. Everybody's going to potentially want to do different stuff on particular days. So I don't want to be like, oh, I want to go and do this. So fuck you guys. Sorry. Fuck you guys. I'm going to go do it. I would be like, even if it's something that I may be not interested in. I mean, the Hello Kitty thing, I don't know, that history might be interesting to me, right? So I'm going to keep myself open to being flexible for that type of stuff, right? So that's all. Like I said, if we miss something, I'll put it on the list for next time.
Yep, I'll be flexible after Monday. Tuesday to the rest of the week, don't give a shit. That includes Disney. If I don't go to Disney, I don't give a shit.
That was kind of where
World's Fair was the one of the 2 that I'm gonna do and the other one not doing is Okinawa. So I at least got World's Fair in there, and that's good enough. Basically Thursday through Monday, I'm locked down, and I would be disappointed if I don't do my shit Thursday through Monday rather. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I honestly don't give a rat's ass. Whatever happens, happens. Like the Botanical Gardens. My goal is to hit the 5 in the circle. However, the benefit of that is they're all walking like a mile or two apart. So if I see something in between there that pulls me away, I'm fucking doing it.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I would in my head, I'm like, okay, let's go with Lou on. I'm just gonna say Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
Tuesday, Lou wants to go to the botanical garden, right? Cool. That's a 3/4 mile hike or a mile walk from from where the hotel, and we're walking, and then all of a sudden, maybe we see something on the road that we're like, oh hey, let's duck
Let's
into
check
here real
this
quick and
out.
check it
Yep.
out, right?
No, 100%.
I'm all about that. Yeah, I'm all about that because here's the thing. Let's say I don't hit all 5 of these on Tuesday. I'll go on Wednesday. I'll go on Saturday. You know what I mean? It's like not a big deal. Or if I don't go at all, it's fine because whatever we sidetrack to is going to be just as good.
Right.
That's the thing, right? So
that's why I was
no issue with that. It's basically start there and then let's see how the day goes.
Yeah. So
I'm
like
definitely
the goal is to do this, but it's not set in stone. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing I might have set in stone, quote unquote, set in stone, will be by the end of the night, end the night at an izakaya every night. That's one of my things I want to do. Like, let's finish up with drinks and the appetizers they do at the izakayas before we go back to the hotel. That would be kind of fun.
So I know the person
that's all if we can, right? That's only if we can. Because what if we have so much shit that we bought like at Celebration, we just got to dump all that stuff. We got to go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And just dump it. And then even then that works. We can find something around the hotel.
Right. Yeah. Well, like the friend I'm traveling with has a home bar. So I think at some point, at some point of the trip.
He's in Tokyo.
Yeah. At some point during the trip, I'm sure we're going to go there, because again, this is I want to be part of his world too. I don't want to just be sorry, only do shit I want to do. Like if he's like, let's go to my bar, I'll introduce you to my girls and we'll get a, blah, 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 whatever the experience is. Yeah. Yeah. Your beard will get shaved for the second time during the trip. I don't know.
Your lower beard.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not touching it. I'm like, wait a second. I got a beard you can trim. Not this, but
go trim that one.
I got Manscaped, sponsored by Manscaped. I have a lawnmower 3.0.
And matter of fact, she could throw a BJ in there and you'll still be legal.
I mean, she's already down there. I mean,
yeah, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Suck on this, shave this, call it a day.
Do what you need to do down there to make sure that you enjoy it. Like, I want both of us to enjoy it.
She's just making sure there were no leftover
I'm doing this for you.
With her tongue.
Yeah, yeah. As she stands up going like, oh, fuck, I didn't do a good job.
I got your miso right here. Miso honey.
Just call me Luke Skywalker. Luke.
Oh man.
Yeah. And I mean for the next podcast I will try to make myself available on Sunday.
Works,
but
if not, then it'll be me and Lou
dude, not even sweating it. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I'll duck in for a few minutes and just update you on where things are at and what's going on, and then I'll be like, boop. Have fun talking about sports, boys. Have fun talking about hockey.
Ovechkin just beat Wayne Gretzky.
Hello, Gretzky's record just dropped.
That's huge news.
Well, I saw something where he like passed up like an open net.
He said, "I'm getting a for real goal."
So then he actually did it as. So he's like, "I'm so good. I'm just going to give it to my buddy for the open net goal because I'll just get it tomorrow. It's fine.
I'll get my shit legit. Thank you."
That dude's ridiculous. I mean, good for him for breaking the record, but fuck him because he doesn't play for the Knights.
Yeah, and his team beat us in the finals the first time we were in it, year one. So fuck Washington.
Well, good job, Ovi. Good job.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'm trying to think anything else for Japan before we move on.
Yeah, I mean, we're here. We're doing it. I mean, soon, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we're gonna have to figure out something else to talk about.
No, because we're gonna miss 2 episodes maybe? No. Podcast. Or is it just one? I guess we could do it while you're here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do it while I'm still there Sunday because I don't leave till Monday. So we could still do it.
Let's get an AI episode.
So it's only realistically the one. Because I was gonna say I'd do it on the damn train, but that's bad etiquette.
So. And you'd be loud and shit.
That goes without saying, dude. I wasn't kidding when they saw that. They were like, just to be sure and everything, and courtesy and etiquette, just use your library voice. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm so screwed.
And you know that would end up being Lou's like, guys, I'm on the train, and then we'd be like, okay, let's talk about Trump.
Oh man, then it's real loud. It is real, man.
That's what I think about the Democrats.
Let's talk about exactly. A bunch of idiots protesting for nothing. Ain't gonna get them anywhere. Fucking destroying cars, and they're so stupid they don't realize that destroying cars just means their insurance has to buy another Tesla. So you put another Tesla on the. It's like God, the Democrats are so stupid. Let's damage cars because we hate stuff. Like, oh, that's very peaceful, very, very, very inclusive of you all. Good job. We're the group of peace and love and inclusivity. As long as you agree with us, you fucking dumbasses. Why? That's a dumbass group of people.
So, anyways, movie trailers.
So back to Japan. So hold on. So I just want to make sure, are we locked up with Japan?
Yeah. I mean,
we're good. We got nothing else.
I think we're good.
We got travel, what to bring. Like I said, I'll look more into the eSIM to confirm that before I just pay my $12 a day. Or
I think the eSIM is definitely the way to go, regardless of what app you go with.
It does seem it.
But I mean, again, I'll have a lot of that stuff I think kind of sorted out too.
Right.
So
that's a good point.
You'll have Sunday, I can also tell you guys like.
Yep. Okay, Duke. What do we do? Did you get the regular Suica? No, you're not getting a Suica card. You're landing in Osaka, right?
No, I'm in Tokyo.
Oh, you are in Tokyo. Okay, so you will get a Suica. I was gonna say, I think because I think it's the Pasmo or the Icoca, and if you're landing in, it all works the same, but you just pick up the different card wherever you are. Because the Welcome Suica, here's the problem. I want a physical card versus the app, but forget the physical card. You need cash to get into the system. Well, I'm not getting cash at the airport because the conversion rate's terrible. Unless I decide just to go ahead and do it once at the airport
for the card,
and then just to get the card, and then get cash when I get into town at the 7-Elevens. And we're going to be on the train every day, so I could restock the Welcome Suica at the train station with the cash, because they don't use the credit card to restock the Welcome Suica. And it's got to be the Welcome Suica versus the Suica because it's better rate.
I mean, and I'll already have gone through that. So once I go through it, I can let you know what the,
yeah.
So.
Well, the advantage you're going to have, though, is you're going to have your buddy meeting you there, right?
Yeah.
So he may already have yen to get that.
But then I'll ask all those dumb questions, right? I'll get all that. I'll get all of that end of the travel stuff taken care of.
There is a 7-Eleven ATM at the airport, Lou.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, that was one thing that he said is like that was one thing that he was saying is the ATMs are plentiful and not expensive. Like the fees are not bad.
Yeah.
So
whatever your bank fees are,
3-5%.
3%. Mine is 3%. My U.S. bank is for every transaction is $2.50 plus 3% of the transaction. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna max out cash, which is like $680. Currently, it's 100,000 yen. I think it's a country law. The max ATM is 100,000 yen. I'm probably going to get 100,000 yen right off the bat to reduce the transaction fees each time. Like, oh, let me get cash every day. Oh, well, that's $250 every day. The 3% I expect to pay, that just costs doing business.
But I can also
plus whatever the ATM fee is.
Yeah, but I can also let you know what the transaction rate is at the airport or at the 7-Eleven, and then another option would be taking all that cash out now, bringing it with you, and then just converting it because it might still end up. But I'm saying that's the stuff I'll figure out because I'll have cash to convert and whatnot.
I looked into. The rates are worse for you. You get about 6% less if you do it that way. And also you get less if you use the ATM. If you guys haven't seen this video yet, when they do the ATM, they have the conversion. If you want yen, US dollars thing, always take the yen.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Because you lose 20% almost if you do it the other way. But yeah, the whole conversion and bringing cash over, it's not in your favor. The ATM is definitely in your favor. And then minus transaction fees. So maximize that by, if you know you're going to spend 100,000 yen while you're there just because of celebration and everything, just go for it and get the damn
but
yens.
I mean,
I plan on doing
you need
that.
cash anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need it because I was originally gonna just take 40,000 out yen, and I was like, okay, well, wait a minute, why bother if I'm halfway there?
Yeah, just double it up, and then,
just take the rest of it, just double it up, add that extra 20. But I might go through that the first 3 days at celebration, let alone anything else.
And besides that too, it'll be a lot easier when we're out doing things together as a group. If everybody just has yen to be able to toss in on things, so
and then you can fill your coin purse up too.
Yes, I'm all about filling up my coin purse. But yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, okay, everybody's like, okay, you want Welcome Week? I'm like, but do I want the app? No, I want the card. And then it was like, how the fuck am I supposed to get cash? But I didn't realize there was the 7-Eleven ATM at the airport. That solves that.
So, like I said,
do your,
you guys are flying into Osaka?
Narita. We're flying out of
Narita. Out of Haneda.
Okay.
And into Narita.
No, the travel QR code is on my list this week.
I did. It's pretty straightforward. Did you do yours? The visit Japan web to get your immigration and customs done online.
Okay, yeah.
That was pretty straightforward.
I think I still need to do that, but I still have the rest of today and tomorrow. So
yeah, dude, if it takes you more than 10 minutes, I'm gonna be shocked. It's because you stop to pee is what if it takes you more than 10 minutes. It's pretty straightforward. They walk you through. It's like, do this, fill in this. Then once you're done doing the basics, you think you're done, you're not done. You have to go in and first you do the immigration, then you do the customs or whatever way it is. You knock that off, and you go in. It's like, check these boxes. No. Then you're done. It's real easy.
I'm super happy on the way back that I'll have 5 hours to do customs in Honolulu, because then I'll fly back here and then just be able to get right off the plane and get heading home.
That's us.
Right?
We're flying into LAX.
LA
for a 4-hour layover, dude, and I'm just like on the border, like, do we just fucking rent a car? Because it's the same thing.
It's right. It's right there.
Right there.
It's right already there.
Paid for the fucking plane ticket, and I'm just like, right there.
Yeah.
Save it for keep that in mind for next time.
Well, one of the original plans we had was Lou flies in here and we all drive to LAX and fly out at LAX. So it was a plan, but
on the docket.
It just worked out better that way.
Yeah, and then the other side of that was me fly from here to San Francisco.
But we weren't sure which,
and then meet him in San Francisco.
If we'd be able to get on the same plane or not.
That's the problem. It was like it's probably if I took the San Francisco same flight number, but then I had to make sure I got a flight into San Francisco early enough that if there's an issue, I can take a later flight and still not be in it. So it was like, you know what, not worth the headache. Yeah. Let's just lock this down and stop playing games. Wholly not worth the headache. So yeah, that's Cash, Suica, the system, the train system. Oh my god, it looks so easy to use. I was kind of nervous about it, but the more videos I've seen the last 3 weeks, it's like, oh my god, why do they make this so easy for everybody? Fantastic. And then yeah, anything that you're like, oh, they're gonna get confused on this, just don't even wait for us to ask. Just volunteer that shit out.
Yeah. Any questions that I ask him, I'll put in the chat with his answer. So then, if it does come up when you guys, because I'm flying in Haneda. So I think I'm flying in the other airport that you guys are.
You got the quote-unquote good airport. The one that's closest to Tokyo.
Yeah. So that might be a little different as far as but the same general questions, right? Like,
yeah.
Here's the sign to look for where the transit is, right? Like that type of thing.
Yeah, go here, do this. And then in every freaking YouTube video I watched talking about Google Maps and how easy it is, because obviously it knows where you are. You put in where you want to go. It tells you which train to take, which platform
from our hotel
to be on.
To the convention center.
Oh my god!
And it tells you exactly walk over here and get on this train.
Yep. And get on this platform 10, and over here you're going to transfer and get on platform 3. I'm like, god damn, they got this. They got it really locked down. Right. Good job, Google. I got that transit app. I'm like, I'm not even going to use it. I'm going to end up using Google the whole time.
Well, make sure you do the offline maps too. So then you always have them. I would say go and download the because you can do the offline maps and you can do regions and stuff like that. So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So in the Google Maps app, you can download the maps. So that way, if you don't have a cell reception or don't have a network connection, your GPS still works on your phone. The maps will still work and direct you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it'll save the maps locally. So I'll send you a link on how to do that. And then
I was going to say, do I have to be there? Because you said locally.
No,
Do I have to
no,
be there for that?
you could just type in the city and then you can
And
download
then
that
it'll do it.
region. So like you can do like if you're in LA, you can download like Southern California and it will download the maps, current maps of Southern California. So
I'll shout out to Rand McNally right there.
yeah,
Hell
no
yeah.
shit. But
most of y'all don't get that joke. That's okay. You're too young. You're too young. All right. Well, if we got Japan locked down, trailers? Is it trailer time?
Hell,
or is it too late? It's already an hour and a half.
Well, I mean, we'll see what I can edit out.
Okay. Well, let's do it then.
Yeah, cut it down. All right. So, did you guys get a chance to watch all the trailers I sent over?
I think I did.
There are a couple trailers that came out after or I didn't add, so we'll put those at the end.
Okay.
To talk about because I think we'd already had light conversations about them. I think all these are new. I don't think any of these we had talked about previously. So the first one that I put in the list was the live action Lilo and Stitch. I watched that and I was like, okay, like this is the first live action Disney movie in a very long time that was pre-existing that I was like, okay, this might not be awful.
It doesn't look horrible.
Like, this
I think Stitch looks really good. He looks like Stitch.
Yeah, they did a really good job with Stitch. The little girl looks exactly like for me,
Lou wants her
it
to
was
be
fine.
chubby.
Like,
yeah, she was a chubby little girl, and she's not a chubby little girl in that trailer.
Well, as far as like the face, right? Like as far as convincing me that she could be Lilo, I was like, okay, I'm on board with that. What'd you guys think?
I like it.
I thought it was fantastic. I saw it in the theater recently. I can't remember what I saw it on Tightwad Tuesday, but I saw it. I was like, this is pretty happening. And then I saw Lilo, and it was like, where's the love to the little chubby girls? Because she was a little chubby girl.
Chubby anymore, Lou.
And I needed her to be a little chubby girl. Other than that, I thought it looked pretty good. Pretty good. I was hoping they'd get Ving Rhames to come in and do the CIA guy.
They still might. You don't know.
Well, no, because they had that Vance, whatever the guy's name is from NCIS. They showed him in the trailer, something Vance Jr. or whatever his name is. No, you're right. That could be a different guy, and then Ving Rhames shows up later. But I was like, okay, that's a little different. But yeah. And people losing their minds about
the marketing for it with him just tearing up the different franchises. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw one with him when he had a lightsaber and stuff. So I'm like, that's cool.
So yeah, they did a good job. So I'm definitely on board, even though I don't like the skinny Lilo.
You should take your little one to go see Lou since she's never been to the movies before.
Ever. But yeah, that's a thumbs up.
Next up was the full Final Destination Bloodlines trailer.
Love it.
Yeah.
So when is that coming out? That is coming.
May? June?
May 16th. So that so Lilo and Stitch I think is later in the year, right? Lilo and Stitch is
I thought
it October?
Yeah. I thought it was fall.
Oh, May 23rd.
It was summer. Yeah.
Is it really? God, yeah. I thought it was fall.
So Lilo and Stitch is May 23rd. Final Destination Bloodlines. I enjoyed the trailer. I thought, it's one of those things. I think it did a good job of introducing you to all the main characters, and at least kind of gave you an impression at least it was going to happen to one of them. But I think it kept enough of it kind of obscured that when the rest of the people get slaughtered mercilessly, it'll still be surprising. So, but this to me is one of those ones where I don't want to see another trailer from this.
What did you see the original teaser in the tattoo shop?
Okay. Yeah. So you'll see. I mean, we don't actually see if he dies. We assume he dies, but he might just get burned severely and then go into the hospital where they accidentally pump air into his bloodstream
and then his eyeballs pop out.
I think the tattoo shop scene is a a red herring. I don't think he dies in the tattoo shop. I think he dies
trailer,
later.
He backs up, and then that bus comes, so maybe he gets hit by a bus.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the bus hits him. I think it's one of those where it gave the impression that the bus hit him, but the bus is behind. It's still behind him because he's talking shit. Oh, nothing's gonna happen to me.
Then he almost gets hit by a bus.
That's the trailer moment, right? So,
all right.
What'd you guys think?
I love it. I've loved all those. I mean, especially once they started the reboot after 3, when they restarted with Final Destination.
Back in 5, when they went back to the plane,
Final Destination. And...
I liked most of them. I didn't like when shit got more poltergeisty, and it's like the water going backwards in like the 3rd movie or something like that. It's like, no, shit needs to just come off more accidental.
Don't talk about the 3rd movie.
Make it
that
look
one was
more
embarrassing.
So, but this one, I think I'm all right. I'm all right with it. I was a little skeptical, wasn't sure, but now I'm good.
I think is it the 3rd and 4th one were done by different people, right? The first 2 were done by one group of writers, director, producers, and then some other people took over 3 and 4, and now they're back to the original group, which I think is why a lot of horror people are excited. And like you said, we don't talk about 3, so cool. Yeah, so that will be the end of May. The next one was I'm hoping the final trailer for The Accountant 2. We may have talked about this one before with the original trailer.
Long time ago.
It's coming out April 25th. So that will be right after I get back.
Oh, shit.
I need to go back and watch the first one. I remember enjoying it, but I need to go watch the first one again.
I saw the first one a few months ago, knowing this, like, I think maybe when the teaser dropped or when I found out that it was finally coming out in June or whatever it was. And I enjoyed the first one again. I'm on board already. Yeah, I was on board already, and I'm still on board. So
with weird Ben Affleck.
Sir, he's autistic. They're not weird. They're autistic.
Spectrum Affleck is fine.
On Max,
okay. He's not even Spectrum. He's straight up autistic.
Next on the list is F1. So
that's Thor.
Brad Pitt.
No, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Okay.
So Brad Pitt as an older race car driver.
Who's the one he's teaching though? He's teaching somebody.
You're thinking of the one with Sylvester Stallone and Chris Hemsworth. That one was
I'm thinking that, but he's teaching somebody in this one too.
Yeah. Well, it's the new up and comer guy.
Chalamet? I don't remember. I just saw the damn thing too. Pull it up.
I don't think it's Chalamet. Let me see here.
Okay.
But what'd you guys think of the trailer?
Either way,
it looks fun.
I thought it was fine.
It's another race car movie.
Exactly. I don't have anything like, oh great, I can't wait. This looks different. I'm just.
I think it'll be interesting because they actually drove, like the people drove, like they were on the F1 tracks during the races, like so they actually went to like the different locations. So I think it's going to be a little bit more interesting than maybe a lot of the other ones where
Ford versus Ferrari is like the standard. That movie was amazing. So you need to impress me more than that for me to be like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yep.
This is Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem,
the young kid. Who's the young?
Tobias Mendez. I think he's the young guy. He looks kind of like Mark Zuckerberg. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but I'm just saying the picture that they have up of him. He has super short hair like Zuckerberg does, and he kind of has that squint that Zuckerberg has. That's all. Yeah, I think that'll be interesting to see in like a Screen X or something like that, where the screens are all around you. Like going and just seeing that normal, I think would be
okay. I get it.
For F1 would be. Next is Happy Gilmore 2. That is coming out July 25th. What'd you guys think of Happy Gilmore 1? Are you interested 10 years later, 15 years later in Are you interested in a movie without Chubbs?
I thought it looked actually pretty good for what they had to work with. And I was like, okay, like this is a movie that probably never ever needed a sequel, but it seems like they've got a good plan for it. It's like, all right, this is kind of cool. A lot of good cameos, just like the last one had. Yeah, I'm down.
It's on Netflix, so you don't have to pay for it. So.
And that was my first time seeing the trailer when you sent this over. I hadn't seen it before.
I watched it a couple weeks ago, I think. But yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool.
Ditto.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm in. Glad it's on Netflix. Definitely was a fan of the Sandman back in the day when I was in high school. I think Billy Madison, out of his whole set of movies during that time, was probably my favorite. I enjoyed Happy Gilmore, but I was
Billy
way
Madison,
more of a Billy
that
Madison
one I watched
guy.
over and over.
So,
I was a wee lad.
Yeah. So, but yeah, happy that we're getting happy that we're actually getting a sequel for a pre-existing IP that I'm not like,
why?
Like, speaking of pre-existing IP sequels, the next one is Megan 2. Megan 2.0, sorry. That is coming out June 27th. I think that trailer just hit while I was putting the lists together. So
no, that trailer's
not
been
this
out
new one.
Not the new
one.
Oh,
the one that makes it look like Terminator 2.
I was like, didn't I? Yeah.
No, I have to go see it because little one loves Megan. But I mean, it looks like Terminator 2.
I'm shocked.
It looks entertaining enough.
Yeah, this one, I was on board once I saw the teaser trailers. I thought the first movie was pretty entertaining. So
it looks like they're definitely leaning more into the humor.
Yes, it's less horror. It's more
than the original.
Like it's like Terminator 2. It's an action movie this time.
They kind of like own that they knew that they were a Sharknado, so they're just gonna roll with it. Is kind of how I thought about it. I was like, oh, they recognize who they are. They're just going to go with it. I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
Do it.
Again, it's A24, isn't it? Or
go ahead.
No, it's Blumhouse. Blumhouse.
It's what? Sorry.
Is it Blumhouse or A24?
It's Blumhouse, I think.
They know what their lane is.
Yep.
Next we have the final trailer for the John Wick ballerina movie, which I think went through a title change, because I think it was originally Ballerina in the world of like ballerina called the world of John Wick. Like, I don't remember it being John Wick the ballerina for a while. I don't think that's what it.
Yeah, it was from the world of John Wick ballerina.
And now they cut off but
they learned from Harley Quinn's last movie to get rid of all that long.
You have to have his name in there for people to go see it.
Yeah, there's only one movie that needs a long ass name, and that's Don't Be a Menace. So that one can keep its long ass name. Everybody else, I ain't trying to tongue twist and get tired and shit just from saying the damn time.
And I think we might have talked about the original trailer for this months and months ago as well.
How it's not coming out till like finally the end of the year or some shit. Isn't it coming out like the end of the year?
No,
it's soon.
End of August, end of June,
if that. Give me one second.
Beginning of June 6th or something.
The description didn't have the date in it. Usually they do, but the release date for that is June 6th. So we have a little over 2 months.
2 months from today.
Then I got into kind of I was digging through the pile of stuff, the trailers, and just was like, oh, these are kind of like ones that are a little off the beaten path, but I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested. The next one was The Uninvited. And
hold on. Back up on Ballerina.
Oh,
I did not like that the trailer had frickin' the two of them fighting each other. It's like I was like, don't put that in the trailer. Yeah. Let that be the surprise. I mean, come on now.
I think when I watched the trailer, I actually did get upset because I was like, well, now I don't need to go see it.
Because the last trailer had John Wick showing up, and we're like, why? You don't need to see his face.
I thought he was there to help.
Yeah, like we don't need to see his face.
I'm sure he does, right? I'm sure he at some point he does help her, but I think this is also going to be like her jumping off point to her own, depending on how it performs, of course, to her own saga, right?
Yeah,
that she'll have her own series.
But
it's just unnecessary. That's all.
Yeah. Again, it gets to the point of showing too much.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That was my only downside. The rest of it, I thought it was great. That was my only.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't have my anticipation level isn't as high as it was before. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's still there. I'll still probably watch it opening weekend. I will probably not wait till Tuesday, but it's still, there's a step down.
Yeah. Like now I already know. Like it's the surprise isn't going to be there, which is disappointing.
It probably went from Thursday night for me to Saturday matinee.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. The next one, again, the next couple ones were a little kind of off the beaten path, but mostly just for the people who are in it. The next one's titled "The Uninvited."
The cast.
The cast on that looks fantastic.
Walton Goggins and Pedro Dunn. I don't care what it's about.
Well, yeah,
Done.
Pedro.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Baby Billy and yeah, the Zaddy.
Yeah,
so,
I don't even care what it's about. You got those two in the same movie, I'm there.
Yeah. I'm really glad that Pedro Pascal is living his fucking best life too. Like, can we talk about that for a second? That motherfucker always looks like he is so fucking happy every single time I see him doing whatever. And he'll show up to a red carpet wearing thigh-high leather boots, not giving a fuck. That guy doesn't give a shit about nothing. He's just like, whatever. If you don't like me, I don't care. Like, I mean, so respect to him, because
from the world of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The next one, when does that come out? Wait, why did it says it came out on March 11th? I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all.
Dropped already?
That's what. Wait, hang on. I feel like it might have gotten moved because I just saw the trailer and the trailer hadn't been out for very long.
I hadn't seen the trailer, so you sent it.
April 11th. So it was at South by Southwest.
Yeah,
on April 11th.
I didn't see it either until.
So April 11th is when it comes out. So next week.
Yeah, next Friday. Yeah, this Friday.
Yeah. The next one is I think going to be interesting. It's called One Battle After Another. Paul Thomas Anderson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro.
Saw that trailer actually last Tuesday in the theater.
It doesn't say. Why do they not put the release dates in their descriptions? God damn it. This one looks like it's going to be very, very weird, but also like very, very
a good ride.
Very, very Paul Thomas Anderson, like Magnolia.
Just yeah.
So
I'm gonna grab my popcorn. I'm gonna grab my squishy, and I'm gonna have a good time watching it.
Yeah, yeah. This one's September 26th, so we got a little ways out for that one.
Ways for that one.
We'll have 5 more trailers that'll give away way too much.
Was that one theater or Netflix?
I think it's theater.
Yeah,
that one's theater. Okay.
The next one I put in the list just because my understanding is that this was the last time. This was his last recording, so it was the anime movie for Devil May Cry, and I believe that they're saying it was the last time that Kevin Conroy actually recorded anything. Like, this is all him. It wasn't. It's not like AI generated or anything like that. And he, like, from the jump, like, you click on the trailer and all of a sudden you're like, that's motherfucking Batman. Like, you know.
I thought it looked. I don't know the Devil May Cry story, and I know they have a series on anime and everything and all that.
Video games.
So I don't know too much about it.
Video game.
Yeah, it's video game first, right? And then they made the anime after the video game, and then now they had the movie after that. Yeah. So I don't even know if the movie ties into the anime or ties into the video games like directly, or none of the. I don't know how it's done, but not gonna lie, for not knowing shit about it, I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was well. The trailer was well done. Yeah, I've seen a lot of anime trailers, and I'm just like, I have no fucking idea what's happening. Like, I'm super lost.
But it hooks you.
Yeah, they did a good job with.
Like, I don't know the story here, but this is I'm in. Whatever's going on.
And that, to me, that's when you have a property like this where there's a small niche of people, and I say small being several million people around the world who know it. But you have to cut a trailer that's going to make 3 guys doing a podcast go, oh, that looks interesting. Above and beyond, hey, we cast Kevin Conroy in his last credited role before he passed, Yeah, I would definitely be down to watch this. And then the last one that I have on the list is the extended Superman trailer. I think they did a 5-minute. It was supposed to be
from CinemaCon.
It was it was going to be attached to a movie
Minecraft.
that. Yeah, it was going to be attached to
last night.
And so I think we were talking about it last week that we were like, this is bullshit that we have to go to Minecraft to watch it, right? But then, like, I saw it on Friday and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. When they dropped it at CinemaCon as well, and they put it online right afterwards. So I was like, all right, cool. They're not getting my money for mine.
Yeah. So thoughts on the extended trailer?
I like it. Even when we saw Minecraft last night and they showed it, Oh, those fucking Gen Z kids are like, nah, fuck that guy. Fucking Witcher forever. I'm like, he looks like a good Superman to me. Cavill's fine, but
Cavill's the best.
Okay, get off his nuts.
Have you seen that man? Have you seen that man? I'm not getting off his nuts ever. Ever.
He is going to be Wolverine. It's fine. He will still exist in our superhero
He was an
universe.
Okay Superman. But this kid looks fine. I don't know any other roles he's done, so I don't know how
I don't see a problem.
Actor he is, but he looks like a scrawny kid from fucking Kansas.
He looks like a better Clark Kent than he does as Batman.
Right.
But again, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not Henry Cavill, so I'm not going. No, I'm not that. I'm just saying he was a better Superman.
I like the Superbots.
For what I know, and I don't know anything.
I thought the Superbots were pretty funny. The one with the dry sense of humor of like, he's like, "Thank you." Oh, I have no response.
I mean, it was Alan Tudyk, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the extra footage was fine.
It didn't give away enough. We don't know who kicked his ass still, except for Crypto. Crypto kicked his ass a little bit.
Crypto's still a little shit like he was in the comics.
Jack, tell me you weren't laughing in the theater when that shit went on, and he just runs over and he's just like, "Let's play," and you're like, "Oh damn, he's fucking him up."
I like how many of those injuries were because of Crypto.
Yeah, no shit. You now have bruised ribs, a collapsed lung.
No, I thought it was fine.
So he definitely had a collapsed lung.
I'm looking forward to it.
It looked fine.
You know.
But again, I don't need another trailer now.
Oh, no, leave it alone. I'm good. You got my money already.
That is true. Don't give away more than what's already there.
Like fucking kaiju everywhere and everything. Cool. I don't know. We know Lex Luthor's in it. That's all I need.
I do like that Superman was enough of a pimp that a kaiju is coming through and destroying
on his
Metropolis,
bitch.
And he's like, "Hang on, I gotta kiss my girl before I roll." Bam. Okay, I'm out. Let's go.
I'm curious what that's about.
Like, did he not notice it first?
Dream sequence? Like, what the fuck? I think it's a dream sequence or something. But at the same time, you saw Green Lanterns. You saw the Green out there fighting. So it's like, what are you doing, buddy?
Well, they're going to have the Justice League. Well, I mean, according to what I've read, the Green Lantern character is supposed to be a giant D-bag. So,
well, he is in the comics.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's like, "I got this. You go do whatever you need to do or whatever," and then he's going to get whooped on. But we'll see.
I'm looking
excited.
Forward to
I think it'll be great. I love the fact that they kept the theme.
Oh yeah.
Or brought the theme back.
You can't beat John Williams' thing.
Well, changing it a little bit.
You can't beat John Williams' thing.
I'll say that electric guitar was fire in that first thing. That first trailer.
Yeah. So the ones that I didn't put on the list, but we did talk about in chat, were the first was the Naked Gun
sequel, I guess. Reboot-ish.
I think it's just called The Naked Gun, isn't it? It's just called The Naked
Gun. Starring Liam Neeson, which
44 and a fourth.
Totally. But I guess it kind of falls in line because Leslie Nielsen, before Naked Gun, was like a super serious actor. Like, he had like a legacy in movies and TV shows of being very serious. And Airplane, and not
very serious.
Naked Gun,
like Airplane's not very.
But I think Naked Gun came out before Airplane. But both of those,
nobody.
But regardless, Airplane was where he started to become funny because he was a serious actor for a long time before he got to the point of.
I didn't know that.
I just think he's too old to be his son. You know, it's like.
It's Naked Gun. Yeah, they're going to explain it away with some stupid sight gag or something like that. But the OJ thing was pretty funny.
OJ thing was
all of them are on this row where everybody's dead. Oh, God. But, I mean, again, if you're going to make something funny and you're going to turn the page and say, we're introducing this whole new cast and make them all related to everybody who's ever been in a Naked Gun movie.
And they all happen to work at the same station. They're all friends.
Yeah. And have the same title. You know, Captain is still going to be Captain.
For sure. Making fun of the movies that do that. You know, oh, this is my kid. It's like, we're just going to own it and go right into it. Like, okay, that's pretty fun.
Didn't realize Liam Neeson was hung that much, so we got that, I guess.
I didn't realize he was 2 feet tall as a little girl. But
I'm guessing that was Qui-Gon's lightsaber. That wasn't his junk.
He could have kept small.
It'll be interesting to see if I'm sure they will lean 100% into his they flew me to Rome, so I did the movie because they put my family and I up in a really nice hotel for 6 months while I filmed this movie. But I don't think that had a release date on it. So
I mean, it came out of nowhere. I didn't even know they were making another one. So
yeah, this like the last.
Oh, really?
No.
I did, yeah.
And then
I knew it was Liam Neeson because people were like, how is he going to play that comedic role? Because that was the talk. That was probably November,
August 1st for the Naked
this year.
Gun.
Wow,
2025.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's quick. 4 months. Damn. All right.
Yeah. Liam Neeson, Paul Walter Hauser, Pamela Anderson, Kevin Durand. Yeah.
Like the basketball player?
No, the guy from Lost, and he played the he was the big guy from Abigail.
Gotcha.
So
I enjoyed that.
He always plays like the big German or big European.
Yeah.
Thug.
Your Zangief character.
Yeah. And then the last movie, so like 2 days ago, the first trailer for Tron Ares dropped. So what did you guys? That soundtrack was fucking fire. I am super happy to be able to put that into my rotation. I think them coming to the real world is going to be
interesting.
Super interesting. I think it's definitely I'm excited that instead of like them just going to the grid and having the battle in the grid, like I thought the VFX that we saw were done really well. Like I was pretty impressed with them. The light cycles in real world look fucking dope as shit. I think if I'm gonna have a weird Jared Leto, I would prefer him to be in some sort of Blade Runner, Tron. Like I feel like this is his niche that he can excel in because he can be super fucking weird, and it works. So yeah, I was on board with it. I really enjoyed watching it. So
yeah, as soon as I saw that thing drop, I was like, "What? I forgot about this. Let me go watch this." And it was like, "Oh shit, this is like how is Disney doing something good?" That was my I was like, this is still Disney, right? Because Disney does crap these days. So holy shit, I'm on board.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll have to watch the other 2 movies. Show it to the girls.
They brought Jeff Bridges back.
They did.
Good for him.
He was there at CinemaCon. Him and Jared came out together to introduce it, I think.
And I'm with you. I'll have to watch the other 2 again. Release date?
October 10th, 2025.
Plenty. It's still got 6 months to watch.
You know what though? This is the perfect window for releasing a trailer. Awesome. I have 6 months. It's not a fucking year and a half where we're going to get 12 trailers and 15 behind the scenes stuff. 6 months, that's super tight. You might release 1, maybe 2 more trailers and some behind the scenes stuff. I'm okay with that.
Then we'll get the Japanese trailer, the German trailer, the other European trailer, it's like the Brazilian trailer. It's like, oh my god,
just different enough.
By the time all these trailers are done, I've seen
the Brazilian trailer is going to be really tight, nice and tight though. So
it really
clean.
Will be.
It's going to be very clean.
I don't know.
That's Brazil. I would actually be interested to see the trailers and stuff like that in a Japanese movie theater than just to circle back full circle to closing out this podcast. So if we do end up going to the movies, I would be interested to see how the trailers are presented. If they have a Japanese Maria Menounos that's been doing trailers for 35
it's just Maria Menounos, but she speaks Japanese. And she has a different
she speaks Japanese, right? They shrunk her to 5'1", and we're good to go.
It's Maria Menounos with subtitles.
I'm gonna go pay for a movie just to walk in for 15 minutes and then leave and watch the movie.
Hey, you almost did that for the Superman trailer. So
okay, I will say Minecraft is not as bad as the trailers made it out to be. I actually did laugh a lot.
So that's just bad marketing.
The trailers were horrible. It was actually pretty funny. I laughed a lot.
All right. I mean, good enough for me. I didn't play the game, so it's hard for me.
And I mentioned that because when I was talking to my oldest today, because we took her friends with us. It was their idea to go see it last night. Right. And that shit was sold out, dude. Multiple screenings, 2 different theaters. Different rows,
right?
Because I checked Suncoast and Santa Fe. Shit was sold out everywhere. Multiple showings. It's going to make bank. But they explain enough of Minecraft that you don't have to know. You know what Minecraft looks like, right?
Yeah. I know I got the cubes.
You know about
I've got
and all that.
cubes to
exactly.
put stuff. Yeah, you got your door that the black
Yeah.
ice, whatever comes, that door transports you to this and all. Yeah. So I get the concept. I just never played it, so I wasn't sure if it mattered if I played it.
It was still. I was very entertained. I'm not mad we saw it at all. I laughed a lot. Momoa was hilarious. I might be him for Halloween this year.
Was he like Fast and Furious hilarious?
Yes. It was very
because he was hilarious in that.
He was very not Momoa, you know, like usually get him Khal Drogo kind of.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to do a freaking
Taiwan Tuesday, and I guarantee you won't be mad. If you don't like it, I'll give you $5.
Done. Hey, wait, we'll save it for Japan. We're Japan Brit because that $5 goes a long way out there. So.
Whoa. Just as an FYI, it looks like Minecraft movie made $157 million.
Yeah, I told you that shit was sold the fuck out.
Already outproduced Snow White.
Well, Snow White's probably not even going to break 100 mil. Like it's only at 77.
Oh, domestic. What's international?
Yeah. This is just low.
Wait. Did 157 domestic only?
Dude, I told you that shit was sold the fuck out. We almost didn't even go see it.
Let me look at international.
It mean it's only in 2 theaters instead of 6.
Oh, worldwide.
But obviously, it's not the case. They actually freaking did it.
Worldwide, so far, a Minecraft movie has made over 300 million. 301.
Good God, worldwide.
Snow White, worldwide, 168. There's a movie called
Oh my God.
Okay, there is a movie called Niza 2. It is Where's it from?
Take that, Rachel Zegler.
Give me 1 second, because there's for 2025 there's a Niza 2 with Chinese. So there's there is a movie. There is a Chinese. The number one movie worldwide right now for 2025 through April 5th is a movie called Niza 2, and it has made $1,898,000,000. Oh wait, hang on.
All it takes is everybody to go a theater half a time.
But if everybody in the country saw it,
hundreds,
that's pretty good.
Thousands, millions, billions. Yeah,
Dude,
$1,898,000,000. So it's almost at $2 billion is how much it's made. That's wild.
So everybody in China saw it twice.
Well, unless it's a government movie, then you're required to go watch it. So
that's fair.
That's how China works.
Domestically, though, it's only. Where are these fucking numbers coming from? Oh, China. Yep. China is gross is $1,862,453,000. That's a crazy number, regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's for 20.
Everybody's talking about it. If you didn't watch it, then you'll get arrested. If you're talking at the cooler tomorrow in China, and you don't know what they're talking about.
I didn't make it out of the house. Well, guess what? Now you're never going back to your house because we've sold it. And you're going to prison.
Makes sense. Welcome to China.
Shit. Sunday, Minecraft movie made $39 million.
Dude, that is crazy.
$60 million on Saturday, $58 million.
That means I need to book my ticket now. A lot of times I'll wait till last minute and get a ticket on Tuesday. But at these good movies, it's hard to get those until like 3 weeks later for Tuesday. Yeah. So I may have to, when we're done here, I may just book the ticket. Luckily, I'm on my work laptop, so I can pull up to see what meetings I have this week. If I don't have it on Tuesday, I'm just gonna book it. Screw it.
Real quick, Jack.
After taxes, it's only $10.50 for 2 tickets.
Did Roosevelt's announce their Star Wars celebration?
No, they haven't even done their ECC
Are you asking or telling?
Or whatever C2E2 is coming up. Yeah, they haven't even done C2E2 yet.
That's next week, right?
Dude, I just looked at the 520 showing for Minecraft over here on Tuesday.
Damn, just the ends open. All right.
It sucks to have to
Dude, I'm looking right now. I laughed a lot. So
dude, sit-up marks pissing me off. They make me sign in every time.
They did that to me last night too. What the fuck? Look at my face. Face ID.
What the hell?
Look at me.
You know who this is.
Password. What you mean wrong password?
It did that to me too in the app. But so I went to the website and it was like, oh yes, that is your password. I think the app's just jinky right now.
Thank you for confirming it.
right? I know what my password is. Y'all just idiot. Yeah, y'all just a bunch of idiots. I'll look later. I'll just go online and get them. But
also, I only need 33 more tickets to be platinum this year.
dude, it's only April. You know that, right? Yeah, exactly. You know it's only April, right?
I'm like, dang, we went to the movies that much already?
Apparently.
And then everything else coming
Apparently.
out?
I don't even know what mine is. The app won't let me log in.
All right.
What else we got?
We just crested 2 hours, boys. So well done on the.
Oh, is that why my bladder is busting?
Yep.
Jesus Christ! Yep. I'm over here like rocking back and forth doing the pee-pee dance. It's like, why? Look, Lou. I know you're on the spectrum, right? But stay the fuck still. No, I got pee.
My dick is also on the spectrum of needing to pee.
Right? Shit, I'm already half unzipped, so I'm ready to go. Shit.
Oh, I thought your girl
I'm
was there.
I'm hanging out over the damn couch right now. It's like we're good. Just like this.
I'm actually peeing. I just unrolled it.
I got my bottle. I'm good.
While we were chatting, they put out a Peacemaker Season 2 trailer. Lovely. I'll have to go watch that in a minute.
Yep.
Oh, damn. That'll be next.
Yep. Let's do it. I mean, in a minute. We'll talk about that
soon enough. Duke, safe travels.
Holla at us when you land and everything.
Enjoy 6 hours in Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, that'll be on the way back, so I'll see you guys before. But yeah, thank you.
Oh, I thought you were stopping in Hawaii on the way there.
2 hours. 2 hours on the way there, 5 hours on the way back.
Back.
Which I actually am fine with, because that'll give me enough time to pee, refill my water bottle, maybe grab a snack, and then be ready to go for my next flight.
And then get back on, yeah.
Yep. The 5 hours on the way back is fine, because if customs is fucked, then I'm good to go.
Right.
Otherwise,
plenty of time to settle that.
Yeah. So
smart.
But yeah. So all right, boys. Next time I see you, I'll be halfway around the world, and it'll be probably 2 a.m. or something right now. I don't know what time it is, but it's going to be early and or late.
Let's see. Japanese time right now would be noon tomorrow.
Okay. No, well, there you go. 10, I can easily do a podcast
10 a.m. tomorrow.
10 a.m. It is 10 a.m. tomorrow.
10 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah.
I can do that.
So at 10 a.m. on a Monday. Yeah, I mean, assuming you're awake.
Yeah, I mean, you let us know when you're ready, and we can.
So exactly. Because that's the thing. Like, it's like you can change the schedule. You know our schedule. So anytime, realistically, anytime up to 11 or 12. 12 is kind of pushing it, but any time in the morning is going to work.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get closer. We'll be in chat. Yeah, so. Sure. Otherwise, boys.
In Discord.
Yeah, in Discord. So otherwise, boys, I will see you halfway around the world.
Hi.
Peace.
Gotta work on our